Hey, what is going on, overclockers? This is Blue Devil with overclock.net. Today we're going to be taking a look at an air cooler. Yes, an air cooler from Cooler Master, the MA410P. So I'll just reference this as the MasterAir. We've been looking at a lot of water cooling stuff lately. We just did the ML240L RGB edition in the card above here. Cooler Master has not forgotten their roots for where they started. So air coolers are still perfectly fine solutions for Ryzen 7, Ryzen 5, Ryzen 3 if you're overclocking, even the new Coffee Lake SKUs that are 65 watts and below. Today I'm going to put on a little bit of a torture test. I'm going to throw it on our test bench here that I just got. This is the Lian T70 with a 7900X on the X299 Tai Chi motherboard from ASRock. So I figured put it to the test a little bit more than what normally has done. They're not really designed to carry a 140 watt load, but let's see where it stands in terms of a water cooler. Today I'll be comparing that against the ML240L RGB that Cooler Master sent me as well too. Just kind of excited to get it kind of tested or set up on the test bench here. Get the test bench set up as well too, so I figured I might as well just film almost 2 reviews or 2 videos in one. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a little brief overview of what comes inside the box. What's it compatible with, and then the overall construction, then we'll do a little bit of installation. All right, guys, so let's get started by taking it out of the box here and kind of checking out what's inside of this box. So first I'm going to cut the seal and pop this, set my knife off to the side. First off, I'd like to say that this is very well packaged. Presentation, I think, is pretty much key for any manufacturer nowadays. So inside the box, it looks like you do get some master gel, a couple fan adapters. You do get an RGB controller adapter, much like the ML240L. So that's pretty cool. Some fan adapters for the heatsink itself, and then you get all the mounting kits for mounting your new heatsink. So that's pretty cool. Goes back in the box here. Dropped one on the floor. All right, we'll set that off there. All right, so moving on to the cooler itself. Pull that out, nothing else left in the box. You get a product warranty and installation guide. Again, this is the MA410P, the MasterAir, I'm gonna call it from here on out. And we'll flip this around here. So presentation-wise, clear packaging, pretty nice to see. It is protected quite well. And then you get the cooler itself already pre-installed, so that's kind of nice. So first things first, it does support a 120mm fan. One's included, but the extra brackets from before allows you to install a second 120 fan. So that's kind of nice in push-pull configuration. So that's nice to see that, so they don't limit you to one fan. I want to look at the RGB real quick here. So the RGB is only meant for one fan as well too, but you'd have to have a splitter, and then it is a PWM controlled fan as well too, just like the rest of the MasterAir lineup as well too. So it looks like it has direct heat pipe contact with the CPU IHS, so that's nice to see. You have 4 heat pipes on each side, so it looks like it would basically be almost like a Hyper T12 or 212 variant. So I do like the black with the air going this way. So yeah, it's a nice cooler. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you see there is some venting almost right now here, so that you can see that the air will kind of come out in all different directions, because air is not directional by any means. So let's pop this off here. Well, that pops off relatively easy. The main tower is of good quality. I've had heatsink fans before where they kind of bend when you kind of twist them, so that's nice to see. It's good, made of good construction. So yeah, let's quit talking and let's get this on the test bench. So it's another day, and the testing for the Cooler Master MasterAir MA410P is all done. So let's run over some of the numbers real quick here. So at idle, it actually idled at around 20 degrees Celsius on a 13C ambient, loaded around 87C. Mind you, again, this was on a 7900X 140 watt CPU that was overclocked to 4 gigahertz, so it's naturally pulling a little bit more than 150 watts that it's rated for. So the ML240 obviously did a little bit better because it is a 240 millimeter radiator. I expected it to do a little bit better. 18C was the idle, and then 74C was the load for the ML240L, but it's running two 120 millimeter fans. It's got twice the dissipation, so lo and behold, I knew it was going to actually cool a little bit better. But oddly enough, the MA410P MasterAir, does it hold its own? Sure, it's an attractive looking heatsink that does its job, and at 50 bucks I can kind of see that. It's only about a $15 swing to go for the water-cooled variant, which is what I would more gravitate to. Yes, it's a little bit more pain in the butt to install, but not too bad. In terms of installation, the MasterAir actually was pretty compatible with a lot of different things. So running on the list, I tested obviously on a 7900X, which features the 2066 or 2011 version 3. 1151 is supported, 1150. 1155, 56, and 1366, oddly enough. On the AMD side of things, AM4, AM3, AM2 Plus, all the way down to FM1. So pretty much everything other than Threadripper is supported. So it's realistically not a bad CPU cooler. It fits right in the market. The price point is a little higher. The Hyper T12 or 212, whatever have you, is actually a little bit cheaper, and I think cools just as well. So if you want that RGB function, then maybe going with the MA410P, but who knows. With that said, I'm going to award this 4 out of 5 flames. The cooler did perform admirably well. It has RGB functions on it, had an RGB splitter, you could control other things, so realistically it's a good cooler.